Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyber Duality, a Co-Cyber podcast. This series is part of the EU-funded project Co-Cyber, exploring how Europe can strengthen the connection between civilian and defense actors in cybersecurity and build a more resilient digital ecosystem. I am Dorina Stanculescu, Co-Cyber's Communication and Dissemination Manager, and in each episode, we speak with leading voices who help shape Europe's cyber future. Today, I'm joined by Luca Tagliaretti, Executive Director of the European Cybersecurity Competence Centre, ECCC in brief. Luca, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Dorina. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so to begin with, could you tell us a bit about your journey and what brought you into the cybersecurity leadership at the European level?
Thank you. I'm in the helm of the ECCC now since 2 years. I've been spent most of my professional life in the European institution. I started with a long time at the ECB, the European Central Bank, at the beginning of its journey when the ECB and the euro was not yet a reality. From the beginning, I was involved in technology on banknotes, and later on technology on anti-counterfeit systems, anti-counterfeit feature on banknotes, which have a very big digital component. So my work on digital, my work on IT and cyber started there. I was then for 4 years interim deputy director and then interim executive director of another agency in charge of the large scale IT system for law enforcement across Europe, also for border management. And as you can imagine, given the data that these systems are managing, the cyber component, the security, and the data protection component is very important. So my involvement on cyber grew during that period, and that led me to then in 2024 being appointed director of the ECCC, which is sure, there is a big component of cyber, but there is also a big component of innovation in general, on investment, on long-term strategy. So I find it's everything that I've done in my life led me to the next step. So this is where I am at the moment.
Thank you, Luca. Going a little bit deeper into your experience in your current role, which areas of cybersecurity work are you most focused on, and also what drives your motivation in your job?
Yeah, thank you. I think I start by the motivation because that's really the beginning of everything. So the motivation is it's always has been always to be part of the European project, be an active part of the European project, defending the citizen, defending our economy, making our economy more competitive, and this is what drives also the effort of the center. The priority are twofold. First of all, we have to make sure that we are more competitive, and we do this by supporting small and medium enterprise in their journey to be ready for cyber threats, in their journey to be more competitive, so be complying with the regulation. And then at the same time, we are supporting the broader European effort in reinforcing and protecting critical infrastructure. So we do this by a network, for example, now of subs or SOCs, which are monitoring the large-scale infrastructure. We do that by testing in the future now also by a series of hub for protecting the undersea cable. We do this by creating testing infrastructure for quantum encryption. So there is a mix of a large scale activity, but also activity focused on the small and medium enterprise, which is really the driving energy in our economy. So this is what really motivates all of us here at the ECCC.
Thank you, Luca. Moving now to CoCyber. So, as you know, CoCyber's mission is to strengthen this civilian-military collaboration in cybersecurity. From your perspectives, from your experience, how well do these communities work together, and what do you think it could be improved? So, what's the status according to you, and where does the improvement take us?
Well, first of all, congratulations to CoCyber because it's one of our selected projects. We are really happy that they have been so active in promoting this exchange of information between the civilian and military domain. I would say this is where we are at the moment. So the issue that we are facing is that it's a new experience for all of us. So from the defense side and from the civilian side, especially when it comes to cyber, the two universes did not talk too much in the past. The war in Ukraine really started to drive this need for more cooperation. We see this happening more and more often, both at policy and strategic level, and okay, from the Commission side, but also in our agenda, in our strategic agenda, the part on dual-use technology is becoming more important in the future. We see now in the new MFF with a safe plan, with a safe budget, which is the safe funds, which will really boost this military dual use. What is missing? I think we need to build it. So there's a lot of things which are missing. Common a common taxonomy, to use the terminology, maybe too technical, but a common vocabulary, maybe a common strategy. We is missing the having a common goal, common final goal. We been working on only on defense, while the military domain is working also on active defense at the corridor, or more attack. So that's an area where we need to build more bridges. Of course, cyber is one of these example. We signed an agreement with ADA also last year to ensure that we at least look at each other's strategy to avoid duplication, to use each other technology to improve synergy. So I think it's the beginning of a long process where community which are not necessarily used to talk together need to sit around the same table and find a common way forward.
Thank you, Luca, for this perspective on the shared way forward. And now from CoCyber, we are moving to the ECCC. So your organization aims to support innovation and Europe's technological sovereignty. So what areas of cybersecurity innovation do you consider most strategic for Europe's resilience and also competitiveness?
Yeah, that's very at the core of our activity. If you read the Ninisto report, the Draghi report, they both stress that it's key for being more secure and more competitive to focus on fundamental research. So a big part of our budget comes from the Horizon project, which are sustained fundamental research, particularly in AI and quantum. The last call, the call that we are awarding or actually examining these days, a 90 million euro call for Horizon, is mainly on quantum. So this is one of the key activity. Is helping for protecting communication, is helping for data protection, is helping also for making us more resilient. So I think the beginning is that we need to make sure that we not only focus on implementation of technology, which is what our company are really good, or integration of technology. We need to focus more on coming up with new ideas, coming up with new technology, and then these are the basis for our evolution in the future. We hear a lot about sovereignty. This is the main is the new mantra, is the new keywords in all the events, in all the it was in Davos, it was in Munich. We need to be strategic when we talk about sovereignty. It's not one size fits all. We cannot be independent and sovereign in every domain, but we need to be strategic and understanding which area makes sense for our technology to be to be sovereign, to be independent, to be able to have our own industry around those technology.
Now we are moving, we are getting close to the end of our chat here. So looking ahead, I would like to ask you what developments in Europe's cybersecurity landscape give you optimism, so make you feel optimistic, and which risks or gaps concern you the most?
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm an optimist as a general, so I maybe sometimes tend to see the glass too full, but I look at the dynamism, the energy that I see in the industry. we are not behind other countries in terms of number of ideas or number of startups. Uh, so I'm optimist that we have the energy, we have the ability and the capability here to be the best. I mean, to be on top when it comes to innovation. Where is the gap? The gap is on the scale up. The gap is on the transformation from idea to real product. The gap is the market, how to make this ready for market. And the reason why the gap is there is not only the regulation as we always see. It's also a matter of funding. It's also a matter of aptitude to risk. It's a matter of even salary somehow. Everything has to do with making our company and the idea that our company develop better for the future. I look at the call for the AI factory, such a great success and so many applications. So it's really the indication that the industry ready, the member state want to invest and have capability and the vision to invest there. So I'm positive that this is a good moment for us. The wheel is spinning in the right direction.
Okay, Luca, thank you for sharing your insights, for contributing to this episode of Cyber Duality, and also for introducing the aspects of market and regulation into this equation. For those listening, you can follow CoCyber's work and upcoming activities on our website, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky pages. We'll be back soon with the next episode and another expert voice shaping Europe's cybersecurity landscape. I am Dorina Stanculescu. Thanks for listening. See you next time.